Welcome to CyberNet Security. Today we'll be talking about how we can set up an IP configuration on our Windows machine using two methods, which are the GUI and the CLI, command line interface. And the first, we'll start with using the GUI. Okay, I'm gonna use this opportunity to thank those that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate your contributions to the growth of this channel, and I will say that I will not fail you guys. I'll make sure the content that I give you guys are quality, of quality, and of help to you guys, and really can contribute to your growth in the field of networking and cybersecurity. Thank you guys, kudos, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm pleading with you. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel because there is more to gain on this YouTube channel. There is more to gain if you really understand what we are doing on this industry. Thank you guys, and let's get started. So I already have my control panels opened. Here on my control panels, you can see we have different display here. Here I'm viewing by small icons, which you have opportunity to view by different categories. Like we have three categories that we can view in here. We have three different options, not categories though. We have, if you say view by category, this is what you will get. If you want a granular view of the menu, you can either view about large icons, or you view by small icons, sorry, or view by small icons. So but here what we'll be working on is the network sharing center. As you can see here, this network sharing center. I can still go back to the category and choose network and internet. Here I'll equally see my network and sharing center. So let's click on that. So here now, if currently I am connected to my home network, and that connection is being done using the Wi-Fi connection. As you can see here, this is my interface name, and this is the my SSID of my AP. So this is a public network. This helps me connect to the network internet. So if you are connected through the Ethernet, you are equally connected, like you can connect through the Ethernet and equally through the Wi-Fi. So you will see all the other interfaces populated here, but currently I'm connected on just one network, which is my wireless connection. So here, to do these settings, we have different ways we can do that, but we use this method. You can click on this guy. Here now I can go to properties. First we will check the configurations we have on our system. I'll go to IPv4, this TCP / Internet Protocol version 4. So double click on it. Here now, as you can see here, I am using DHCP. I got my IP address through my DHCP. I have a DHCP server on my environment, but it's not a must. I have a managed DHCP server on my environment. So what it means is that I have control over my DHCP server. But if you are using your mobile device to connect, for example, you are using your hotspots on your mobile device to connect, your DHCP, your internet providers provide your DHCP for you, so you don't need to worry about that. So here now I can convert this, like what we are gonna do, setting up our IP to be static. But before we do this, we need to have an idea of what IP range that we are using on our environment, because if I am to configure a wrong IP to my device, even though I manage my network, it will not work. So we need to know our IP range before we can do that. So how do we know our IP range? So how you can know your IP range, one is if you are on a managed network, you configure your DHCP server, you are probably the one that gave that IP range. And these IPs are of the two different types. We have the public IP and the private IP. What I'm talking about here is the private IP address. So in my subsequent videos, we have to do a video that discussed about a public and a private IP address. A public IP address is IP address that is being used in a public network, like on your internet. This is IP address that people see when they are trying to get to you from the public network. So, but a private IP address is an IP address that you use within your local area network. That means the IP address that you use internally, it is known to be your private IP address. And by the IANA, these IP addresses are being categorized. But we are gonna, it's not what we are going to be talking today. I am just giving you a brief on how this was, but I will talk about that maybe in my later videos. So here now I have to, for you those that are connecting with their hotspot, let me show you guys how you can see the IP range that you are connected to. So let's go back to, let me just cancel this and cancel this as well. Then when you come to this stage, you go to details. Here I can see the IP address already. My system is running on 192.168.100.72. This is my IP address and this is my subnet max, the 255.255.255.0, which is equally a /24. CIDR clashless inter-domain routing. So I have my default gateway as 192.168.100.81 and my DHCP server, like I said, this is on a managed network. So my DHCP server is 192.168.100.55 and my DNS server is 8.8.8.8, which is Google DNS. So here now, if you are using your mobile device and you see the IP, you see your IP address here, you don't have to do much changes on that. Just change the last octet, the last division here. As you can see, this IP address is being divided by 4. It is made up of 32 bits. So just change the last division. If you are using 3, you can make it 4 or make it 2. Or if you are using 10, you can make it 11 and make it, or make it 9, because you don't know where that range stopped. So don't just go too far from what you already have here. So now let's close this. As I can see, this is my IP range. I am using 192.168.100.0 in my environment, which is /24. So let's go and do our settings. So now I want to do a static setup, IP setup. So let me go to properties, IPv4. Don't forget. So let's use the following IP address which we want to configure. Let me say 192.168.100.69. This is the IP address that I'm gonna be using now for this static purpose. So let's put our subnet mask. Our subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. So our gateway is 192.168.100.81. This gateway is kind of just like gateway, your gates. It's kind of is a point in your network where is a point that differentiates your internal network from the public network. This point is where you can either, this gateway is, if you know about your routers, this gateway can be your router. This gateway can be your router. Some firewalls do provide routing capabilities, can equally be a firewall. So depending on the configurations, your network configurations on your environment. So on my own environment, I have my default gateway to be 192.168.100.81. But if you are using your mobile device, make sure you keep, when we went to the details, we saw our default gateway. So make sure you use the same gateway that is being set when you checked your details. For those using their hotspots or their mobile devices to connect, that they don't manage, those using unmanaged network. So make sure to keep the same gateway IP address that you saw on your details. So here now, our DNS, I'm going to be using 8.8.8. Yeah, let's leave it like 8.8.8.8, which is our Google DNS. This is fine. So let me click on OK and OK. What you notice, our network was disconnected and it will soon connect back. Yes, we have internet now. So it will disconnect you at first time and connect you back because it takes time to sync in the new IP address. So let's check our new IP address now. Let's go to details. Yeah, we have .69. This is our new IP address and we have internet on this network. That is it. That is the way we can set up a static IP address on our Windows machine. So let's close this and close this as well. So here you can equally use this option again to go to that settings, change adapter settings. Here is to take you to this option. Click. These are different internet adapters that you have on your system. This is the network Ethernet adapter. This is a VirtualBox adapter. I have VirtualBox installed on my machine. That's why you are seeing this. I equally have OpenVPN running on my machine. That's why it's all these settings creates their own interface at which they connect to internet from my system. So this is my wireless app data, which is the one I'm using currently. As you can see, I have network bars here. So for us to do that same setting, we can click on this guy and click on view status of this connection. Here you can still go to set properties as we did in the last video, or you can right click on this on your system. Right click on this, go to properties, still the same thing. It's taking us back to where we went before. So these are different ways you can do this using your GUI. So it's not as difficult as we think, but all right, let's go to the second step, where we can configure this IP address using our CLI, which is command line interface. So what we are gonna do now is to open up our CMD, go to your search and type CMD. It will bring up a command prompt. Then you run as an administrator. Click on yes. So here now I can check my IP address to confirm if I'm still using .69. So let's do IP config for Windows. Is a command line on Windows. So here now it will bring out my network interfaces. These are my network interfaces. That's the one you saw earlier. So this is the one for the Wi-Fi. So this one is where I have my internet network configuration set up, which is IP address, IPv4 address, which is 69, and subnet mask 255.255, and default gateway is 81. So here we can confirm that we are still using that IP address, which is 69. So we want to set our IP address to 72 using our CLI. Set the IP address to 72, which is 192.168.100.72, and we are using the same subnet mask and equally the same default gateway. So how do we do this? There's this utility that Windows have, which is NetScript, NetShell. This utility, NetShell, sorry, this utility enables us to configure a lot of things on our interface, on our system. It can help you connect your firewall. It can help you do a lot of configurations, connecting neighbor devices, neighbor IP addresses. So there are lots you can do with this. So how do we use this utility? If you are not used to using it before, I will give us a simple guideline on how you can use it, even though you don't know the next command to enter after each other. So let's type NetScript, press enter. So now I am a new person and I don't know what to enter next. What I can do is I can use my question mark, press enter. It will bring me available, it will give me available commands that I can enter here. These are different available commands. These are different configurations you can equally do here. DNS client, dump, exec, firewall, interface, IPsec, namespace, offline, online. These are different commands that you can enter here that it can allow. This one is wireless LAN. So but in this our case, we'll be running with the interface. Where is the interface? We have interface here. Changes to this is the configuration that we'll be using interface. So let's just type interface here. So after interface, what next? I don't know. So what we're gonna do is use question mark here again. So interface will give us possible commands that we can enter after the interface. This is 6 to 4. That is changing to next. Okay. This is display a list of commands. This is the one that we are using. Dump display configuration scripts. This help display the list of commands there. So the one we are gonna be using in this set configuration is IPv4, which is change to the So what we're gonna do is use the up arrow to bring out former command, which is interface. Remove the question mark and type IPv4. Then space. What's next command? We don't know. So let's use question mark, enter. We have IPv4, we have different stuff here. We have add a configuration entry to the table. We have delete a configuration entry to the table. So we have set configuration information, which this is what I want to use. So let's say IPv4 set space set. We don't know next thing to add, question mark, enter. So here now we are being given the options here. Set address, set compartment. We want to use the set address. Set the IP address or default gateway to an interface. Yes. So use up arrow to bring out your previous command. Press back and type set address. Then I don't know the next command to enter. So question mark, just the same way. Then we see different guys here, name, interface name. We need the interface name. So the source, the gateway, these are different settings that we can do here. So let's do name. So interface name. So now what's our interface name? How do we get the interface name? What we are gonna do is go back to our settings here. I can check my interface. Look at the interface name here is Wi-Fi. This is my interface name. Wi-Fi is my interface name, and my SSID is systemtech underscore pnth. So this is my interface name, which is Wi-Fi. So what I'm gonna do here is type name equals to Wi-Fi Wi-Fi space, then static. I want to configure a static address. So here I will enter the IP address of the IP address I want to use, which is 72. Then what's my subnet mask? 255.255.255.0 space, and gateway is 192.168.100.81. So this is all that I need to do here, and when I click on enter, yeah, I'm there. So let's see if we did the correct configuration. So let's go back, use the up arrow key, go back to this point, and IPv4, let's see / here, IPv4 display information. So let's say show what, and show address, show IP address configurations, show IP, yeah, so show IP, show addresses, then question mark, we do DHCP enabled IP address. So show IP address, tag name, the name of the interface. So we need the name of the interface, IP address, name, interface. So let's give the name of the interface, name equals to Wi-Fi is the one that we are using. So click on enter. Yeah, this is our new IP address. We have configuration for the interface Wi-Fi, DHCP enabled, no. Like I said, we did static configuration. IP address, this is 192.168.100.72 subnet prefix. This is our network. Like I said, 192.168.100.0/24, which is this, the subnet mask. So default gateway is this, and the gateway metric is 1. Interface metric is 45. So this is it, and we can do this in another method. This is one way we can do this, and we can equally do this in any other way. So what we are going to do is, let's do a zit out from this net shell interface. A zit, we are back to our local system paths. So let's do ipconfig to see. Yeah, as you can see, our IP address is changed. So let's check if we have connection. So let's ping 8.8.8.8. So yeah, we have internet access on this machine. So thank you guys, and I do appreciate you guys for watching this video, and you can equally send me a message on LinkedIn. My LinkedIn address is attached to my YouTube channel. I am open to receiving mails on my LinkedIn if you want to contribute, or if you want to comment on any of my videos. Currently, the comment section on my videos is not yet open for me. So, but I am still working on that. I'll open it very soon, and you can use the LinkedIn address to send me a message, to comment on a video if you need me to talk on any topic on network and cybersecurity, and open to assist. Thank you guys, and I do appreciate your contribution to this YouTube channel, and I thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed on this YouTube channel, let's do so to subscribe, because we have a lot of useful and a lot of additional videos that we are going to be publishing, that will help us a lot in this industry. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced person in this industry, everybody that is in our network and cybersecurity industry, this video will help you a lot in one way or the other. Thank you guys, and do have a lovely day.